been a 40% increased enrollment over the last 10 to 15 years, the staff has grown proportionally. So unfortunately, there's insufficient space at the township building for our current staffing needs. And the need for additional professional space has been discussed many times publicly. You know, we did it again during the referendum. And we now have the immediate need to move another 5 full-time people and often a 6th person who comes in and out and uses that space. They're a full-time employee, but they use that space as well. So we need to move those folks out of the special services building, and we're going to try and find what space we can here. So the township has graciously offered what space they had, which is 2 small offices directly behind our seats. I believe they were used by the judge and the prosecutor at one time when this was the working courtroom. But unfortunately, that's still insufficient to meet our needs. It was insufficient before the special services building was deemed unoccupiable, but now it's just exacerbated. So what we're going to do is we're going to convert the conference room, that big glass room out there, into office space, and it's not an ideal working environment, but we're going to have to stack a few of the employees in there and also you know, do the best we can with the filing and keep the most critical information close at hand, which, Ms. Clark, I know you have concern about, you know, the types of material that they work on and the sensitivity. But in any event, the space available to the district at the township building no longer meets the needs of the district. So this is not unsimilar to, say, 2008, when we used to be in the borough, and the district outgrew the space in the borough as well. And we were paying no rent in the borough, the rent was 0, and still at a 0 rent, we just outgrew the space and we had to find room elsewhere, and that's when we moved to the township building in 2008. So the move to the township building, we've been paying $50,000 in rent and about $35,000 in utilities and fiber optics. That's going to go up to $60,000 March-ish? March. So $60,000 plus our utilities, it's roughly about $85,000 a year in the budget. Again, but even when the rent was 0 in the borough, we've just outgrown the space. And the township, they've been gracious landlords, and they've rented us the space that they have, just like in the borough. We've just simply run out of space. We just have an immediate need for more professional spaces. We have counselors in closets. We have supervisors working at the middle school when they need some supervisory space or temporary space to meet. They're actually meeting in a converted bathroom where there's actually a working urinal. We have tech staff in, I'm not kidding, Mike showed it to me the other day, or 2 weeks ago. We have tech staff working in, I can't even say converted garage, it's literally just a 3-car garage behind the middle school. So again, this need for professional space has been amplified by the recent findings that experts have said that the special services building can no longer be used, at least used by human beings. So just to give you a little information on the Special Services Building, this really just came about 3 months ago. In late October, early November, it was brought to our attention that the condition of the Special Services Building had deteriorated to a point where we were told by engineers and other experts that we had to move the personnel out of that building. One staff member moved out immediately. She occupied the upstairs of that building, and she moved out immediately, and the others will be moving in the next few weeks. Is that a true statement, Peter?
Yes, the move date is February 22nd.
February 22nd, thank you. Again, we're going to convert the conference room into office spaces as best we can. We'll try and utilize we'll use the spaces that the township has, we'll be renting us additional space right behind where we're sitting. And again, it's not ideal, but we're going to do the best we can. It's not a long-term solution, but that's the best we can given the space constraints.